But no, he's out there taking care of some family stuff, and we'll be missing him.
Yeah, he said the service is horrible, it's spotty at best.
Yeah. So let's begin with the first and foremost. You know, the beginning of the month, this was our toughest month that we've ever started. We always have something cooking, and this month we had nothing. So we made a goal. Everybody remember the goal?
Yes.
$2 million minimum. As of Friday, Alberto killed it. So we're at 2.310 with 68.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good job, guys. Talk about going from 0 to 60 and going from good.
In a quarter.
Exactly. So really awesome. We hit our goal. I'm really excited to see that. Of that, we have already funded over, am I right? No, it's more than that.
Remember I hit the other one?
Oh, you hit the other one. So call it 9. Actually, so actually we would have hit more. What are the actual numbers?
Hold
in
on,
this
let me
case?
look.
Oh, we may have hit like 2.5. That would be great. So while she's pulling up those numbers again, I just want to say thank you guys. Look at what happens when we focus. We went from nothing to more than most people do in a month. So really, really good job. Want to give a shout out real quick to a couple people. Aracelis is our new intern, who's actually, I don't even look at her as an intern. She's coming here to take it by force. And Manny, who's online as well right now. Thanks for joining us, man. Really showing some great commitment. So it's just been great to just see how everybody's just kind of putting it together. Alberto just cranking it out. Alex last week and I went on a couple of meetings, and they were very productive. So I'm hoping that in the next little while I'll be able to go with Guy, so he and I can spend more time together out there on the field. But thanks again, Guy, for coming. And my bad, totally my bad. I, for whatever reason, Steve, thought you were coming, and then I thought Manny was coming. So because they were all kind of, I thought you guys were running late. So I sent a text to Manny. Manny kind of confused me. He's like, I don't compute what you're saying. So I'm calling him. And I'm like, you know what? Let me not say anything about our team, because I don't know if Steve or somebody else is going to walk in the office last minute. So I just went in there and just started talking. Like, here we go. But the guy didn't forget. He brought himself up in the team and talked about how the team is going to be able to work. Would you mind sharing kind of what you got out of it? Because this was kind of a very rough crowd, but it was good.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Awesome. You know, well, the impact that you create in every investor when you have the knowledge and the professionalism to present real numbers to the client. That's amazing. That threw me off. I was like, wow. I mean, if I wouldn't know all this way before my mom was buying a house, I would have been like, God, what investment. So it's important to be knowledgeable and then educated to provide not even one sales, like Rick was saying. It's important to give them options. Why not? I mean, if you can afford more than one, okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, at the other end, it's more money for us, but yeah, but we're looking to a long-term project. What else can we do for you? And from there, develop any other business that might come up right after.
Mm-hmm.
So it was impressive. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. On another note, another thing that just never ceases to amaze me. We were in a room of what? So like 10 people? Of 10 people who work full-time for real estate investments, only one person was able to figure out what a cash-on-cash return was. Did you realize that? You know how sad that is? These are guys that are dealing with people's livelihoods. And so in that group, not that I was a little harsh, I was very direct. And I really enjoyed putting them in their place. Because in my mind, if you're going to deal with somebody's retirement money, you should respect it. And these guys have no idea what they're doing, but yet they're shoving houses down people's throats. And you don't even know what a cash-on-cash return is. I also gave them some feedback indirectly from some of the clients that we have funded in the past. Some of them were not very happy with their service because of some things that they've done or didn't do. And one of them was setting the wrong expectations. Every time they've said the rehab was X, it was 50% lower than what the actual repairs were.
Wow.
Which is why in that presentation, I hit hard on a couple of those points because I want them to realize, hey, step it up because you're killing your own credibility right now. And so hopefully we'll be able to get some more opportunities from them. Were they receptive about the event? Yeah. So most likely we'll get an event out of them. Were they receptive about giving us all their deals first so that we can screen them for them? Yeah. So the reality is the more of these opportunities that we get into, the more of these events that we set up, the bigger the chances we have of getting that repeat. They're almost dependent on us, if you will, with the market data. It was great to see. I'm asking them, where are we in the market? They have no clue. They didn't even know what that meant, right? And so just imagine all these real estate offices. That's how 90% of them are. So it's our job to educate them and then become an asset, a tool for them, if you will. And if you integrate yourself in their business, then basically all the volume comes to you. You become the artery. Basically, everything flows through you. You decide this is a bad deal, this is a good deal. Hey, do this one. So I want to encourage you guys. That's where you'll get a lot of opportunities. And selling events is fun. It's easy. And you get them to market all their people and all their contacts. And guess what? We get to go in and speak and get all the influence at the same time. So why not do that? Would you agree?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I say that. We finish the year strong by doing as many possible events that we can speak at as we can. I know this week's going to be nuts. We have several events happening. The webinar is going to be launched the first week in November now because of how busy we are. The only thing that they're asking me is to let you guys know they're going to have your links ready so you can promote the webinar. But they want us to try it out. So when it goes live, we're going to have to do our own fake webinar. And everybody fills out the form, gets the invite, log in. And then we'll do the webinar to make sure everybody can see it before we go live. Because the last thing we want is to spend all this money on marketing and then thousands of people go through it and, the webinar doesn't work or the link doesn't work. So we don't even know they're signing up. So we'll be going through that this week. If you guys are okay with that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, Todd, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
I see ya.
Yeah.
Thanks again for helping us on that one property we just took back.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate that. Alrighty. So, again, so what were the final numbers, Monique?
Funded as of today is 1.102638
So
Well, we have-
1.102. So total, if you take it from where we funded all the way to now,
to now for the month of October.
is that, yeah, but that's how much we funded so far. So
That's how much we funded.
Okay, so total, give me what we funded plus all the way down to what we have about to close or in the pipeline.
Well, we're going
Down to
be
599.
closing all of these, everything except for his package deal should be closing this month, which is what our goal is. And that will be 2035,668.
So 2035. So if you were to add his deal, we ended the month with how much?
Then we've ended the month.
Well, we're not even done yet, but
Yeah, we're not done. We don't know what can come up. Then we'll end the month at 2635.
2635. So 2.6, guys. That means, we just need we hit 3. I think we can hit 3.
have another one.
You have another one cooking. Yeah, that's right. I know Alex has another one cooking. And I know that Sam had those 2 flips we haven't even looked at.
He's not done. He never submitted them yet.
Yeah, so he's working through those. So again, that just shows, look at how fast. If we hustle, we'll be over 3.
Next month strong.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely start on fire. So let's do this. November, let's shoot for 3. I think it's doable, especially with these events. Another quick props that I want to give out to Manny. I know that on Friday you went out there, you started knocking on doors, setting up the events, and setting up meetings in West Shore. You talked to an agent. You want to share with us kind of, she submitted a deal already for you?
Oh yeah. She's got a couple of things that she's working on, and I suggested to her that we actually make a call together because she's having one that's a really nice property, but the person doesn't want to sell yet. And I'm thinking that maybe both of us went there and double teamed her. We could discern something that we could do to get her to sell it so that I can fund her. She's really excited. I got another really couple of good appointments this afternoon that I'm itching to get to as well.
Great job, man. Already on fire going out there.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
you pulled
this
the
is fun.
data and you went to real estate offices, right?
Actually, no, this is one of the girls that I met at the institutional wholesaling at Greg's, and I just followed up with her.
Hmm.
And I got another one this afternoon as well. I haven't been able to get to the offices yet, but I will.
That's awesome. Well, great job.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right. So to put it in perspective, we now see what we can do if we focus. So let's keep that going. There were a couple of other things that we're going to get ready for. Again, we're going to be putting together some things today for the event. There's several events this week. While we have some of the presentations done, we need to make sure that people don't get towed. So it's going to be important that whenever anybody comes in here, we tell them, hey, if you're not parked here, go there or pay for the meter, because people are going to forget and they're going to park everywhere. The other thing, so we can make sure we have that as a plan for the events we have this week. The other piece too is if you guys already have people you've been inviting, I will call them to confirm who's coming, so we have kind of an idea approximately of how many people are going to come this Thursday, so we can make preparations for whether we get coffee or whatever ideas you guys have of what you need to have here. That would be the ideal scenario.
If you, if everybody sends me the information for whoever it is that you have on your list, everybody so far has sent me quite a few, so I think I have everybody as of right now. But if you have anybody that's coming on Thursday, if you forward their information to me, I've been sending them emails in regards to time, parking. I include the ad, so if they want to share with anybody. And then I have a list for sign-in, so just gotta make sure we get all that done.
If you have the names ready, do we need to send them again?
Ask me.
Right, you're gonna
No.
confirm them?
No. As long as you've sent them to me already, if you haven't sent me anybody, then
You got all of them.
Yeah. Manny,
Yes,
would
sir.
you translate that flyer about the event in Spanish?
Yeah, just send me a copy. I can do that.
Please, that would be great. And now we can, there's a couple of Spanish-speaking people that said they wanted to come, so ideally having something in Spanish would also help.
Or email it to me and I'll get it back to you.
You're the man. We'll get it over.
Okay?
And having Spanish people, speaking people here
Yeah.
when they
we're gonna-
come. We
We got one.
We have one.
got one
We
already.
have one. I'm gonna stop talking in Spanish and force you guys to speak Spanish.
Let me know when that time.
I'm really like, give me 2 weeks.
I need to go get that dusted
Awesome.
off and start reading.
Yeah. So again, guys, I'm really excited. I think we're, while everybody's shutting down for the year, we should be just turning it up, because I mean, I'm telling you, we'll finish the year strong, and so we'll push to the next year at a whole new pace. Steve, awesome job. I mean, just going out there too. So I want to give you a shout out on that, and bringing all these small investors to the funnel, and some of these smaller deals are being a perfect fit for them. So we're really happy to see what's going on. Any comments, questions before we proceed? I mean, I've only got just a couple, 2 small pieces. So really, anybody have comments, any tweets, any proposals for our next workshops that we're doing in the office, of areas that we need to improve?
For the top home perspective, did we put a rental analysis in there? Or did we do only flips?
What we're doing, we have one rental. We did 3208. In fact, I just practiced today. That's why I plugged them in.
Good.
I was trying to play around with it.
I want to make sure we had one of those, that way they can see both sides.
Yep.
I know we don't have the long-term one yet, but.
On the visual side, what did you think? Because it was kind of,
Yeah, it was fine. I think again, when we talked about the event we do here,
yeah,
your presentation will be
way
much
shorter.
quicker.
Yep.
And that'll give everyone a chance to, okay, break out. let's
Exactly.
talk it. But I think maybe just the welcome and then the market analysis. I think the market analysis is important.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about your deals.
Yeah. And what I want to encourage you guys when we're here with all these people on Thursday, the key to a mastermind is really adding value to everybody, holding each other accountable. So we're going to start with a topic. And like you said, I'm really going to be brief on my part. So the real key, and I'll mention it, but for you guys is when you're talking to people, say, hey, we're going to be doing this on a monthly basis and having a mastermind and going over what's happening in the market and what things to do. What would help you? What would you like to see? And let's kind of get, while we have people there, kind of a breakdown of what are people looking for this mastermind. And then we can meet afterwards and put the list together of what was important and what was not relevant. And then we can kind of start tailoring our meetings to the needs of the people coming. Because if we do that, then we're going to always have people showing up.
We could do something too where we take like a 3x5 card and just ask them for that. Tell me what you want to learn about.
Yeah, love it.
That way we have if we don't get to talk to everyone,
Then we have everybody
they
filling
have
out.
their way to input.
That works for me.
I want to see X, Y, Z next
Yep.
month or the following month, and we can have a box like in the front.
I love
We
it.
just drop them in.
I love it. The only concern I have, and I have a question is, do you think we're going to have more than 15 people here?
It says 20 something already on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
It said they're coming, 17 are interested. I checked it this morning.
People that have been forwarded to me, I have 16.
So
Okay, and then not including LinkedIn, or is that including, or Facebook?
17 are going, 30, it says 28 are interested, and 30 says that they were shared with them, so.
Because, for example, one of the issues we have, but this is a great problem. We have the guys from Tampa coming, so they're going to get a truckload and show up. There's a lady that potentially may come here from Port St. Lucie, which is Todd's place. So if we have a few of those show up, then what we could do is just remind me to sow the seed that we're planning on opening up groups in their local marketplace too, to extend our mastermind. Because, for example, Todd, as we talked about it, you're kind of running the Port St. Lucie area, so you could just do a duplicate of what we're doing here in your office over there. And Manny, we could do the same thing in Tampa. So I think between everybody's efforts, probably by November, December, we could probably do 3 or 4 events of our own in remote places.
Absolutely.
Which would be awesome, because then we're covering the market. So let's definitely make sure I may forget that, so just remind me to bring up Tampa and so forth. And what we could do for you, Sam, or Manny, what's going to be beneficial for you since you're in Tampa is the guy coming here has his own RIA club, and they have like 100 people show up every time without even marketing. So what we'll be able to do is go to guys like that and say, let's make this more intimate. Let's qualify these people so that when we do the event in Tampa, they're a lot more qualified, the people that are coming to this mastermind, even if it's less. And Todd, you already have a group too that we spoke at, right?
Yeah. I actually have a meeting tomorrow night.
Okay, perfect. So then what we could probably do is also do a similar thing over there when we launch over there and just try to find some more quality people. So it might be a smaller event, but more quality. And we'll show up to your office and help out with that. Okay?
All right.
Awesome. Any other input on that? All righty. So we talked on Friday for Monique's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
We're so happy. Again, please understand, here's my very specific comments. I am not here to preach to you, okay? But this year, a lot of things have started to happen here, and there's a lot of changes going on. And of that, I realized that, if I really want to be successful, the question is, how do you measure success? And the way that I've measured success over the years has been kind of, not twisted, but I've had like multiple goggles that I put on. And so the more I've been getting closer to God, the more those goggles have been kind of cleared out a little bit. And so really my objective for this upcoming year, my measurement of success is how successful I can help you to become. And the more successful you are, the more successful by default the company will be. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing in 2017 is I've asked a gentleman who's a pastor, some of you guys have met him, of the name of Justin Setzer. He invests close to $7,000 a year just in mentors. He's introduced me to a couple big high players that use coaches for business. So basically they take executives and they work with a one-on-one coach, and that coach helps them to just reach peak performance. So I'm asking him to come in and teach all of us the basics of it and help us to put a program in place in-house so we can start dealing with mentorship. And whoever the top producer is, I'm going to actually hire a coach for you to actually help you to recalibrate your business. But what we've discussed, because I'm going to also be doing it, is that in many cases when they coach you as an executive to be the most productive, they don't just coach your finances. They coach every aspect of your life, because if you don't have a life plan, then really everything else that you have, you're just out of balance. You have just one thing you're doing. And I know personally a lot of successful people who have terrible marriages, terrible families, they're just out of whack. In fact, all they have is money. Remember that guy that wrote the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a perfect example of a guy that's got a lot of money, but he will die with him. He's got nothing. He's got no legacy. So I want to really encourage all of you guys to be successful. And so as our team grows, I want to invest in you. And so one of the challenges that we kind of joked about, but it kind of sunk in, is that one of the aspects, and so I'm calling it SPF, like sunproof. So really, it's about your spiritual walk, whatever that may be in your convictions. Again, I'm not here to preach to you. Your physical body, maintaining it, taking care of it. And then, of course, your finances. I really believe that if you get your spiritual piece in line, your relationships will automatically come into place. And so what we're going to be doing is a challenge, if you guys are willing to accept. We're basically, for the next 90 days, basically starting the year. Instead of waiting till January to put goals, let's do it now. As we're building momentum, we're already together all the time. Let's help each other. So what we want to do is, first of all, I'm going to share with you what I've been doing right now to just kind of disconnect every morning and get a fresh new perspective before I come to work. What I want to challenge you guys to do is take 30 minutes each morning. I'll share with you what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want during that time, whether it's meditation, listening to music. But I find that the mornings that I stop everything I'm doing when I get up and I just focus on just what I call FaceTime. Just relax, focus. It has nothing to do with work. I come to work with a complete different zeal, a different passion, a different focus, and I feel like I have a direction of where I'm going. So I'll share that with you. As far as physical, as you guys know, we get busy at work. We have all this stuff going on, and then we don't take care of our bodies. If we don't do that, then what ends up happening is, number one, we gain a lot of weight, and number two, we get sick. And we want to make sure that your lives are full, that you're feeling good. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever you work out, have you ever done that? After the pain, of course.
Never done it?
Never done that. You feel good. You almost feel like you accomplished something. And so what I'd like to do just to make it fun is I'll probably build out a little tree here. And every time we accomplish a goal, we'll put a leaf on it with your name on it. And we'll see who actually builds theirs the most. So it'll be a 90-day challenge to see. You'll be at home. I want to see videos of you guys going, at 6 in the morning running. I hate you.
So already won. I ran yesterday 10 miles.
Look at that. Oh,
10 miles?
10 miles.
All right, I'm no longer doing this. I did I quit.
No, supporting
I lost.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a normal.
No,
Okay,
we
good,
won
good.
the prize, by the way.
Oh, wow.
My
That's
team won.
awesome. That's great job.
10 miles,
Great job.
my leg would fall
Today
off.
I couldn't walk. That's why you were faster than me.
Yeah.
Even get off the car was nine
You did what?
I did 12.
I did
He did 12.
15.
Actually, I
Right
Watching
before I woke
television.
up.
But so the goal here, guys, is this. Well, I'm going to share with you 30 minutes every morning, whatever it is, before you start work, before you start thinking about work, of just kind of focusing. I'll share with you what I do. You can do whatever you want to do, but just commit to 30 minutes every morning before you go to work. The other part is at least 3 to 4 days a week. Let's all do our own little exercise. If you want some plans, I'll be happy to find it for you. If you just want to run 2 miles every other day, whatever works for you. The objective is we're all going to start doing some physical activity as a team, and we're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to make it fun. And so I want to see those little video clips of you guys going, I hate you, or here I am at the gym at 4 in the morning. Just don't wake me up at 4 in the morning. But the goal is if we all do activities as a team and we encourage each other, in 90 days, we're going to feel better. We're going to look better. Our relationships with God and our relationships with each other will be better. And then, of course, when it comes to finances, as we focus on these goals and working as a team, that'll come. So really, my goal is that we end the year super strong, both spiritually, physically, and financially. And those relationships will automatically come. So if you guys are okay, please let me know. I'll be happy to share with you some things. Toshi, are you ready? I know you need this too. I don't know, Toshi, that I'm muted. So if the challenge is accepted, it doesn't matter where you are. What we'll do is I'll have Melissa put together an outline of kind of what the commitments are. For those of you that are not in the office, I'm going to buy a tree, and we're going to literally buy a bunch of leaves. And so every day or every week, whenever you send it over to Melissa, she's actually going to put a leaf on your behalf with the date on it, and let's see how it is. And then at the end, we'll have a big party that we'll have just for that production. The winner of the physical is going to get $500. So whoever gets the most results is going to get $500. And you can go party with it, or you can bless people with it, whatever you want. That's your money.
Go eat a bunch of food.
Alex is like, I'm gonna get fit, and then I'm gonna get fat. So I thought it'd be funny that SPF. So what do I do in the mornings for 30 minutes? I've kind of gotten back to it. I was looking at a journal, and I started finding some of my FaceTime notes from 2009, which that was one of the worst times of my life because of the market. And so I actually was in tears reading some of the notes. I'm like, wow, kind of where God got me through some of those moments. And so what I'm doing now is this is kind of the my Bible reading plan. A lot of people use the Plunkett method, which is wherever it lands when I open it, that's what I'll read. And hopefully it's a good message. My pastor told me that he met a guy who did the Plunkett method. He was very depressed. And he was thinking about committing suicide, and he plunked the Bible open, and it landed in whatever you think you do also, or something like that. And he's like, does that mean I need to kill myself? So he goes, don't go that route. So again, for me, what I try to do is just trying to get my mind in order. So what I do is about 2 to 3 worship songs to kind of get my mind clear, because I find that my brain, when I wake up, immediately starts running, and I'm putting down my game plan. I'm looking at emails. All of a sudden, I'm out of whack already. So I try to just push that aside, listen to music for a couple songs, And then I go and I find the scriptures. For me, is the Bible. For you, again, like I said, this is just your thing. But this actually has dates of the month, and it tells you what to read. And then what I do is I'll read whatever's in here, so I don't have to think about it. And then I'll basically break down, and I'll break it down as to scripture, observation, application, and then a prayer. That's all I do to make it simple. And so here I'll find whatever I read. So here, for example, it says Job 5:8-18, and a bunch. It's got like 10 scriptures that I have to read. But of those scriptures, only one stood out to me in detail. So that's what I write. So what stuck out for me? And then I meditate on that, and then I write down, okay, what did I get out of it? So what's my observation? From there, what can I apply based on what I've learned? Because what I've learned too with many people is you hear it and you forget it. You do it and then you understand it. So I'm always about saying, okay, what can I implement from what I learned today? And then lastly, of course, is a prayer. And so this is just the way I do it, the way I'm going to be structured, do it in the mornings. You guys can do whatever you want, okay? So I don't want to force it on you, but if you want to get some ideas of tricks or whatever, or the workout sessions that you want to do, let us know. If not, I'm just going to assume, and then you're just going to email Melissa the day you do it and what you did, and she's going to actually start building out a tree for us. And by the end of the 90 days, we should have a full tree full of leaves. So, or we'll have a branch. We'll have the Alex branch. It's like, it's dying. That's all I got. I'm just joking. Part of the challenge.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna be dying. I'm gonna be eaten.
So we'll do that. We'll do that. And again, the goals will be the financial goals. Again, as we hustle and work, everybody's income should be going up. So that'll be my objective. And then again, beginning of 2017, when we finish the year strong, then I'm going to talk about bringing in a coach to start working with us on the business side to help us with our life plan so that we can actually aim at something instead of just exist on this planet. Everybody cool with that?
Yes, but I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How producing? How is that going to work for processing and admin team?
That's a great question.
How is it?
Here's the deal.
Could you repeat that question, please?
Repeat the question.
Because he said he's going to give whoever is the top producer.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't really produce. We're part of the admin team.
No, you produce.
Got it.
Okay, so
Deliver
on this
every
goal,
approval in 5 minutes.
look at it. All right, so there's two things that are going to happen with the financial, okay? This is more of a fun, this is more for us to have a blast, for the next 90 days, call each other out, do little videos of working out, whatever. Whoever has the biggest transformation physically, meaning that whether you lose weight, you get in shape, whatever it is for this 90 days, and you've kind of gotten a clear vision based on, putting your leaves, basically. I did my FaceTime. I worked out today. I did whatever. Whoever the biggest transformation of life is going to get $500, period. It doesn't matter which department they're in. Now, as far as the financial bucket, when we get to the financial bucket, we have been testing this model now for a couple of years, and I think we all agree it's a big model that we can explode on it and really take it to the next level. So kind of what I'm waiting for right now, and I think we have enough team members now to do it, is when you get to a certain threshold of volume, where all of the expenses, all the invested amount that I put out every month, whether you guys close a deal or not, when that's covered, and then we start making, then at that point we call a profit, then basically, and it's on a consistent basis on a monthly basis, we're going to break it into quarters. And then based on the productivity of the team as a whole, I'm going to start giving bonuses once we meet that minimum threshold. The minimum threshold for us to really reach as an office is $2 million. So anything over that, then now we get to the point where then we can start looking at who were the top performers, who helped the company, exponentially grow or be more effective, who came up with the inventions. Like for this year, you're going to get a bonus just because you helped me put together you streamline our doc system. So now it takes us 45 minutes to do docs instead of the 3.5 hours I used to take. Alberto came out and helped us put together a spreadsheet that now everybody in the office is using to sell more business, and we're getting results. That's just straight up awesome. I want people that are innovative, that come up with solutions. So those will be just separate bonuses on their own. But as the company as a unit goes up, then we're going to measure volume and measure, bonuses based on that. And everybody in the office gets those bonuses. Okay. And so, obviously if you came in and you brought $1 million of revenue, you're going to get a bigger bonus than obviously if you came in and you did your job, but you did it well. Okay. But I still think if you did your job well, you still deserve some of that action. And so that's kind of the goal of what we're going to do. Okay. Everybody okay with that?
So do you want videos of us praying too, or you just want?
No, I don't need a video of you praying. Even though that'd be kind of cool. That made me cry. So, but again, the objective here is when you do it, you send an email to Melissa, and then we're going to literally have a plan that will illustrate everybody's actually doing their portion to get closer to God their portions to get more fit, and their portion to hit their goals. And I think if we just focus on those three things, everything else will just happen. And next year we'll start strong. We'll get an expert here to really help us to recalibrate. You know, we'll bring a masseuse to the office for once a month or something. I mean, I want to make this fun. This has to be a great opportunity. Rachel's like, no, not fair. We'll send one to your house. And so again, let's just work as a team. Let's really make the end of this year actually be an amazing year. And let's start the new year strong with the right mindset, with the right, accountability as a team. I mean, if you think about it, people forget this. We work together and we spend more time together in many cases than we do with our own family. So why not hold each other accountable in other areas of our life to be more successful? Would you guys agree that's probably a smart thing? But yet most people don't. And that's my fault. So I want to step it up and I want to help you guys as well. And so you will see some videos of me running at night or in the morning or whatever, working out, because I want to see change here. But I want that change to transfer into everybody's life too. So anyway, so that's what we have here. The last thing we're going to do is November is approaching next week or so. So we talked about one of our goals is for the Give Back project to send some care packages to the military that is in the field, correct?
Yes.
Did you guys come up with some ideas of what should be in those packages that actually make benefits for them? Because I don't want to put little flowers and stuff and they're like, this doesn't help me.
Food.
Well, I know my husband hates ramen.
Yeah.
He says no more ramen, no more tuna. He was overseas. They said none of that.
Okay, that's good. See, and those are the things that we're going to do.
If I never eat another bowl of yakisoba again, I will do this.
But if you Google it, there'll be good ideas for care
I
packages,
included
depending on where they are.
in the email that I sent. I included a list of.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Would you mind reading it out loud so everybody can hear it?
I got an email first.
No pressure.
Yeah.
So again, we'll all agree to the care packages. The company will buy those packages. And the only thing I'm going to ask is basically I guess we package them here and then we ship them off, right? And you guys know how to do all that?
I just box it and find that.
Okay.
I already found the organization and everything.
Okay,
that you
got
can
it.
do.
Perfect. So why should I not expect that? All right, so then what we'll do then is, all I ask is whenever we pick how many, because right now everybody on the team needs to decide how many care packages. And of those care packages, I ask that you guys commit to writing a letter that's heartfelt to a soldier that's in the field to thank them for their service personally. And that will be included in each package. And I don't want to have the same one that goes to everybody. I think it'll be great for each one of us to write our own message to a specific soldier and send out a blessing to them, if that's okay with you guys. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
I'll ask my daughter's class to see if they can draw pictures too.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Little kids drawings and
you
yeah.
have a couple of drawings just to say, show your support for.
Yeah, we'd love that. Let's put that on.
I have a whole book like this big of nothing but children's letters that Colby had when he was overseas, and he keeps all of them. But he said those are the best ones.
That's awesome.
If you can get the kids to write and do something like that, he said that's actually the best over anything.
Okay, so let's make sure we do that for the soldiers. We'll get the children to help us with the letters. Let's write our own as well. I think that's going to help. Yes. And then basically, did you find a list?
Yep.
Okay, so what do we get?
Let's see. We've got knit scarves and hats. So this is like a lot of like you can make it yourself and send it kind of things, like personable items. They've got let's see, socks. Lip balm. That's a big one. I can say that for sure because that's like sold out real quick on ships and stuff. Any like travel sized like shampoo, conditioner, because they have like the most generic stuff over there. So it's like a treat to get like the good stuff that you
What's the good stuff?
Like Dove, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like
name brand stuff.
Yeah, name brand stuff basically.
So we're gonna go to Costco and Antique Roby.
Yeah.
Alex is like
hand and foot warmers, pens, notebooks, shaving cream, travel sized board games, handheld electronic games. That's kind of a lot, but mini battery operated fans, I can see that.
I guess so. So how did they do that?
Cards, letters, personalized cards. Phone cards. That's a big one.
Phone cards, so they can call their family. That's a good point.
That's a big one.
All right, so then let's just pick like 10 of those items and then we'll just plug it in. How many people do we want to send a package to?
And then food.
How many people are here?
Yeah, so
Food
What
items.
company?
I don't
Everybody
know.
write a
I
letter.
don't know how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
4 with
13?
Sam, 5.
I'll commit to 3.
Yeah.
Probably 3.
All right, so total, how many packages?
15.
15 packages.
Want to do 15?
That sounds a good number.
15 sounds good.
All right, so we're going to commit to 15 packages, which means we're going to have to divide the letters,
Yep.
and then we'll get the kids to help us
Yeah,
with.
I already
I'll have my
started.
daughter draw a few of them too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I already
Then
sent
you
a
send that
message
to
I got like 6 in
Ask
my
the
office.
teacher.
Oh, that's right. That's true. So that's awesome. So I want to thank you guys for joining us on that. I think that's going to be awesome to give back.
Let me ask a
Um,
question. Was
yes,
the
ma'am.
company gonna pay for those, goodies or?
Yeah, we're going to buy the goodies.
Because my best friend, she does serve the VA at some funerals and stuff. She's part of the army. And then she gets a lot of donations to send out to veterans. So I don't know whether you wanted to be investment or you want to.
I mean, if you want to find out more, great. Then we'll just send even more. But really, the goal here is we'll buy all 15 packages for now, and then if they can come in and help, by all means, I mean, we're open to that. But the goal here is everybody's effort directly impacts others. And so what we produce here in the office is also going to go out and be a blessing to other people. So, you know, I think physically doing it, financially doing it is going to be the key. That's why those letters are important for all of us to step in and write a letter of how we would like to say to a soldier that's out there while we're here enjoying life because of their efforts. So what would we say to them? I'm definitely going to have my daughter and the schools as well draw that out. And then we'll incorporate that in those packages. And then basically, that'll do November. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
So 15 is the goal. Let's put the list together so when we're shopping. And everybody will put a schedule for us to start writing the letters. By when should we get them out? Because the problem is, it doesn't get there very quickly, I'm assuming.
You're looking at sort of 3 weeks, and then with the holiday coming, might be a little bit longer.
So why don't we aim to do it by the last day of October? And the reason,
That's Monday.
that's what, Monday, right? So let's do it. But here's why, because we want it to get there by November.
Wait, is this for Thanksgiving or is this for Christmas?
No, this is for November. Christmas is gonna be the going to the houses, remember?
Oh, so this is for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so this should be for Thanksgiving. If we don't do
And
it
we
by
gotta
the
get
first,
them out because Black Friday, everything's gonna
Yeah.
start.
I was gonna say,
flying
yeah.
up
What if
and
we
down.
got them out by
No.
the 31st? That's a solid 4 weeks almost.
Yeah.
That should be good.
that should work if we do it by. So actually, this became a priority project. So let's shoot for getting the list together. We'll buy it, we'll go to the store and get them. Let's start writing our letters, because literally by the weekend we need them in the office, and then we'll package them together here on Monday and ship them out. Everybody cool with that?
And we don't know who they're going to.
No.
So we can't, okay.
Yeah, so we'll be,
This is a generic letter.
yeah, it won't be as personalized, so I would just say, think of all the men and women out there that are sacrificing and just write a letter to them, you know, as a whole.
Yeah, because just know what they do is they're like, say, hey, we got X amount of care packages, you get one, just give them out to random people. You know, like you can put down.
So
like,
can you
thing.
put like a woman or a man?
Yeah,
Because I was
that's
gonna say
on the
that
outside
for
of the
women,
box,
they might
you
need
can
certain
specify,
things
you know,
that
Yeah.
they might not
feminine
have.
Yeah,
products
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. It's like, oh, make a note.
That's a good point. dude.
Well, I'm
That's a
just
great
saying
point.
like
On the outside of the
Yeah.
package.
girly, feminine.
Yeah, just put feminine
and,
products inside.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
you really wanna know, guys?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
can tell you.
Nothing.
I try
All
to
right.
be politically correct, okay?
All right, so then again, November 1st, we launch, we send it out. And then we start working on December, and I've been saying this for a few weeks now. December, our goal as a company is to do at least 10. I think we could probably do 20 if we really work hard to find 20 families who are struggling financially, whether it's at a church or whether it's at another location. But I want it where they give us their wish list. We're going to go shopping for the wish list. We're going to pack it. And then a couple days before Christmas, we as a team individually are going to go out and deliver that package to their home and actually give them a Christmas gift along with a meal. And I think that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about that.
Me too.
I don't want to just go to an organization. We've donated thousands of dollars in the past. And for me, I'm not teaching a legacy to my children that way. because they don't connect with what the actual outcome is. So I want to drag my kids with me and hand in and sit down with people, cry with them, hold them. And I want to make sure that we have that transformation here as well. So November, military, I think that's a great thank you. That was a great proposal. December, we're going straight on to the houses direct, what we're going to do. So if you have a church, you have a place of where there's groups that talk about needs, let's find some of the families that need it most, and let's make an impact, I know, Alex, you can't be on the list. Alex, please.
I think a good idea too is when we're in our meetings, when we're meeting with a client or potential client, to bring that up, ask them if they know of anyone.
Yeah.
Aware of anyone.
That's a great point. That's a great point. So awesome, guys. Well, I think that wraps it up for us for now. Again, we'll shoot for that. Everybody, please start writing a letter. Let's get it ready so that by Monday, we print them, put them together, and we start shipping out the packages. So they need people before November 24th.
I was telling my husband about, what he would want if he was over there. So he just texted me back and he said, make sure that you never, ever send white socks. Make sure the socks are black. Yeah.
Does it get dirty?
You can't wear white socks in uniform.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So no white socks. Baby wipes are great. And then and he preferred baby wipes, right? He preferred cans of soup and protein bars.
Protein bars are a big one.
Good point. See, look.
Yeah, because he's a team leader, like out there, like in the field.
Let's push hard this week, and then on Friday, let's just go shopping and pick this stuff up.
Okay.
And that way we start, getting it all together. We write the letters over the weekend. We print them out on Monday, and we're good to go. That way, Friday we leave early, and we just go out there and get the stuff that we need to get done.
Okay.
All right.
How do I get my letter there? How do I get my letter there?
Just email it to me.
Just email it.
I'll just scan it, and you guys can print it in color. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll print it in color.
Just take a
They will
picture
know.
of it.
When does the 90-day challenge start?
The 90-day challenge. That's a great question. Well, first of all, is everybody in agreement?
January 2nd.
Look, Alex, like, come on, give me 3 months to begin.
Yeah, we got Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Come on, man. It doesn't mean that you can't exercise it. All right, so question, is everybody on board with this? Is everybody cool with that? Over there, digitally, virtually. Is everybody cool with the challenge?
For Christmas
Okay.
and Thanksgiving.
Manny, you're good with the challenge?
Oh, yes, sir. In fact, I'm way ahead of you.
He's working on it already.
Been there, done that. Yeah. But it'll be great.
Awesome. And Toshi, you're good with that?
He's not responding. He's like, no, it's the holidays.
Yes, I'm good.
All right, perfect. So then what we will do is let's begin basically the first week in November. Let's make that the first trigger. We'll get you some ideas for workouts. I'll give you some ideas for FaceTime, and you guys do your own thing. But whatever you do, part of accountability is you need to tell the team, what are you committing to do? So everybody's going to have their own thing, but if you commit to it, then the team can hold each other accountable. So if that's 3 workouts a week for an hour each, then that's, if you don't do it, you're going to get called a slacker. And if I catch you doing this in my office, like some guys over here, like this,
Tracking steps.
oh, I have people in my office here cheating.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're not going to do that. I mean, if you're going to run, you better run. I want to see the GPS.
I'll
Show
send
me
the
where
link.
you went.
You guys can track my workouts with me every time I do them. So I'll just send
There
you
we
the
go.
link. Check it.
So we'll do that. We'll put some of those concepts in place. And then if you need some of this stuff here for the scriptures, by all means, I'll be happy to. We'll type it out for you so that you don't get my ghetto version, and we'll go from there. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for your commitment. We're excited. Let's finish the month strong. We're already exceeding our goals, which is awesome. So let's begin November. Now we're sowing for November. All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Good meeting.